What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Savage Land. Welcome back to another episode of Pallet Picks. Yes, and today on Pallet Picks, I want to go over the WWE Wrekkin Slam truck, or pretty much the vehicles that they have in their WWE lineup, which works perfectly well with 6-inch action figures. It's just which one is the right one for you. I brought the Slambulance a long time ago, and that's the only other vehicle I got from WWE, because that one was just pretty much like an ambulance with a cool feature where the back gurney would shoot out the back, man. And it had a few other things going on with it where it break apart, but I never got the monster truck, the bike, the 6'4" lowrider. I didn't get that because that's just really what my feel. But this semi right here was right up my alley. This is a great truck without having to paint it up or anything like that, make any modifications to it. I mean, it's a great truck. It fits the 1/12 scale easily, even your bigger characters. As you can see here, I will have Road Pig from G.I. Joe Classified inside this vehicle, and he sits comfortably in there. So I decided to grab this one, and I decided I wanted to make a truck or for a Road Pig, or just a bigger character, and just kind of do something unique. I thought this truck would look cool, just kind of paint it up and giving its own identity with something that you come up with your own mind, which I did. I couldn't decide which color I wanted, so I went with an orange. So when I started going with the orange, the imagination, just things I wanted to do, just started going kind of different ways. At first I thought, I was like, man, this should look like a truck for the Alley Viper. But by the time I was done, I was like, nope, this is a Dreadnought truck. And it came from me having a nice pretty paint job on there until I messed the paint job up a little bit. So I decided to scuff the truck up a little bit. And when I scuffed it up a little bit, I kind of went all the way and just scuffed it up really good. But what I came up with was a great result. It looks like a truck that's been through something, but it doesn't look like a raggedy piece of junk either. It just looks like it's been put to work, and which is very, very cool, man. So we're just gonna go through the different steps that I did as far as getting this truck ready. As far as the first thing I did, I pretty much took off all of the breakaway parts. This truck grill breaks off, the diesel drums on the side breaks off, the hood breaks off, and the exhaust, the stacks, they break off as well. And then it was very easy for me to unscrew the bottom carriage and take that off from the frame. So basically this truck is made to be broken down and put back together. That's what it is. It's a Wrekkin truck. It's made to be broke apart in pieces, but also broke apart in pieces for customizers. Like, I don't have to go in and necessarily have to alter something or unscrew something. It's gonna come off anyway. And when I put it back on, I can either super glue it back in there or make sure it doesn't come back out at all, or just leave it like that and might want to repaint it up again. Me personally, this is it for this truck. They're at Ollie's right now for 25 bucks. I mean, you can go get you another one if you want to do something else. I mean, as far as what I got on this one, this is the first one. I really like it for a first result, so I'm keeping it the way it is. But I took those different pieces, which was the first thing I took off, taped them up really good, well, the best that I could, because I'm not an expert customizer or anything like that. I just wanted to do something, so I went and did it. Taped them up and hit it with some metallic spray paint, some Rust-Oleum that I had in my garage for about the past 2 years. About the last time I used that metallic paint. And what I wanted to do was take that grayish dull plastic and kind of give it a more realistic look, which with the front grille, I mean, it was just really plastic. But as far as me painting it up, just to dirty it up, that definitely gave it a more realistic type vibe, gave it a more realistic type feel on there. So after I finished taping them up, I let them sit for a couple of days, and then I finally decided on what I wanted to do as far as paint and body. I was at first going to leave the flames on the hood, but that ended up getting changed up. So what color I decided to go with was orange. I wanted something vibrant and something wild for Dreadnoughts. I was thinking of pink, lime green, all types of stuff, but I didn't want to make it look like, just something thrown up there. So I went with orange, and I said I'm gonna work with whatever I got off of that. Hit the orange paint on there 3 times. It took me about 24 hours to paint it, because what you want to do, you want to hit, let it tack, let it dry up, get kind of sticky, hit it again, let it dry up, then hit it one more time, just almost like a real paint job and giving some nice coats on there. And I did. I was able to accomplish that, and it looked great, especially when the paint is wet. It just looked like candy. You like, Jesus. Like, it didn't even look like the same truck anymore. So once I did that, I let those sit. And then the next order of business I took upon myself, I took the pipes that I took off and painted those that metallic color. I wanted to bring the flames out. And that's what this next part was, just me basically wanting to bring out all of the scope that they had in this truck with the different accessory parts, but they're not painted up, they're just plastic. So once paint gets on it, it just makes them pop out, and that's what I decided to do. I painted the stacks yellow, the flames yellow at first, and it took me like 3 times to get that to stick on because I didn't put a primer down or anything. This is just me just free for all, and basically, man. So acrylic paint, it took about 3 layers to get the yellow going. And after I got the yellow going with the flames, I added orange later. And then I also added orange bands to the diesel drums because those are sculpted on too. So let me put some orange paint on them and let them pop out. Took about 3 coats, just kind of coming back, letting it dry, hit it, you know, and for that to get that to stick. So after I was done with that, and like I said, I added the orange flames to the stacks, to the sculpt on the stacks. I hit them with a clear coat just to lock them in, man, and it just made those elements pop even more. And it's not the best paint job that I did, trust me, you know, it's all kind of over the place, but as a whole collective, it looks awesome. And for you guys who are excellent customizers, you know, I know you can take those flames and really take them to the next level. I probably will do a little bit better on them on the next go around if I'm able to grab another one of these trucks. So I was gonna go with flames on the hood, but I ended up just painting it matte black because I kind of started messing up on the flames. I said, you know what? Let's just keep it simple and solid. Matte black Rust-Oleum paint is what I did because I didn't want nothing too shiny, and it worked out great. It's got the look that I'm looking for. I hit it with a semi-gloss matte. So it's matte, but it has a small bit of gloss within the paint within itself, and it worked out very well. Now there's a black guard over the front windows. I didn't mean to do that. I was actually painting the roof, and the paint never hit. The way the angle I was painting at, the paint never hit that guard, and I was like, you know what? That's great for a two-tone. That also influenced decision, like, yo, just do a straight black hood so you can have those two things kind of match up on a solid basis. So I painted up, got everything ready to go. It's time for me to hit the main body of the truck with some clear coat, and I don't know what happened because I know I let it dry out long enough. Maybe a chemical reaction happened or something, but the paint started messing up in certain areas, almost kind of getting like it was cracked or wrinkling up or whatnot. I'm like, oh man, it just took it from some showroom floor thing to, well, now I gotta dirty it up a little bit. And from there, dirtying up a little bit, I dirtied it up a lot. Which, shout out to Legend Series, my man Woody. I'd never done a wash before, and I basically did a wash and almost kind of like a dry brush on these accessories, man, and dirty it up, and it looks just right. That's how this grill looks like that. And I was just basically letting some watered down black paint sit on it, which it didn't hold. So I was like, well, you know what? Let me just take some actual straight up paint, blot it on there, and then kind of dab it out, you know, kind of fade it out. And make it work like that, and that's where it really starts setting in, especially on the side drums, the diesel drums. I put that kind of black greasy area in the middle because that's how my diesel tanks look, just from always constantly filling up, getting gas, always constantly just diesel running down those drums, just from, you know, every drip drop for years and years. And same thing with the smokestacks. I just kind of wanted to make them really dark at the top because that diesel fuel burning, just that black fume and smut coming out. And the way that this truck looks like it has black marks on it from that. Then it also looks like it has black marks just from maybe something happened, maybe something bursted or something happened, and we got the truck dirtied up. And it's just really been in service, man. And I really like it. I like that worn look. It almost has pretty much like a rat rod look on it. So when you clear coat and lock something like that in, which I eventually end up clear coating over all of it, It just basically locked it in, man, and just gave it like a rustic type look, man, and it looks really good. The only thing I am missing from this truck is I've been looking for something to go on the back, almost like a bed, a flat bed, a dump bed, or something to kind of give it a little bit more industrial type look. So I think I'm gonna go to Tractor Supply. They have nice toy farm trucks there or something. I don't care if it's a kiddie truck or whatnot. I just need to get that back bucket off the back, apply it onto the back of here, which it looks good bobtailing. And bobtailing means when you have no trailer, you just pretty much have your cab and you're riding. It looks great like that, but I do want to put it, I would much rather prefer a flatbed on the back. Something where I can display figures like alley vipers and things of that nature, man, and really get busy, man. But man, this was something easy to do. It took a couple of days and just a little bit of time. For the most part, the entire body of the truck was spray painted. I didn't hand paint that or anything. It just kind of took my time and did it right. As far as the flames and stuff like that, I hand painted those, hand painted the bands, and all the scuffed up marks and the oil and grease marks on it. Basically did that with just some black acrylic paint and just kind of blotting it out and dashing it in and just messing around with it. Biggest thing is Roadblock sitting on the inside of this. He's a very huge character. As you can see here, he's sitting in there comfortably. I'm gonna open the door. And he can sit down. His feet can go further in there too. Like his feet can go further. All of this in here is just a big open well. There's no wall in there, so it's definitely a truck that can fit bigger figures. Like I said, it's pretty much made for WWE. I also painted the inside seats too orange. I should have put a clear coat on them because I see some paint chipping in there, but it took very well. You couldn't even tell those seats were red after I put that orange paint on there, man. It just pretty much worked it out, man. I had a really, really good time with this truck. I hope other people will take to and customize theirs up. I got the idea. Shout out to my man Rudy, who sent me the vans. He showed me a picture of a guy who painted them flat green, like a military kind. I do want one for G.I. Joe, painted flat green, just flat green. Even the pipes I might make black, but just kind of do it up like that. I also painted did some of that scuffed up work on the toolbox too. Kind of put some blemishes on pretty much all over. Anywhere where hands will be touched, anywhere where I think that black stack smoke would fall, man, I pretty much worked it out. But yeah, this was a lot of fun, and like I said, it was a great project. WWE truck is now at Ollie's for 25 bucks. Go pick it up if you got an Ollie's near, man. It's definitely a lot of fun. You don't even have to paint it up. You can keep the original black one with the flames and still make it work out in your collection. But another great 1/12 scale vehicle, and one that's kind of up on the top of the list to me, because one, you don't have to alter to make a big character sit in there, definitely not a small character, and then two, because it's just so easy to take apart and to do customizing work. This truck screams customizing. Please, I mean, just give it to me, baby. So yes, it's very high up there on the list, but we're gonna leave it at that, man. Like I said, go grab it at Ollie's WWE slam truck, wrecking truck, whatever you want to call it. It's there for you to get. This is the Savage Land. We do this for the love and beauty of 1/12 scale vehicles and customizing, man, and just bringing on more and more till we can't fit no more. With that being said, you give me a like, comment, subscribe, hit me up on my Instagram at Geppetto910. I put up pictures and little reels and stuff over there, and almost try to make it like a continuation of the channel, even though it doesn't have the channel name, man. Maybe I gotta see what's up with that. Or if I can finally get that Savage Land name on there, man. But with that being said, until the next time, God bless.